Aloha folks and welcome back to the wonderful world of species. I have some pretty terrible news. It's actually not that bad. We were only 9 hours into the simulation, but it seems like our saves aren't working. I've actually gone ahead and deleted them, but I just couldn't load them up and I couldn't find a fix for it. So, you know, it's the world of alpha, it's the world of early game development, and you know, it's not even version 1.0. It's early, okay? So this stuff happens. So let's just actually start off a new world. Alright, I think this is a pretty good start. Just your average stuff. We've got a nice randomized height map here in the lake style. And yes, noise fertility too, which I don't often do, but you know, we've got to try some new stuff. Let's generate that. And thus we have our world. I love how they, when you choose sexual reproduction, they all start in little clumps. It's just beautiful. And I love how the world map is actually twice the normal size. Now, this is gonna take a while, obviously, so let's get the simulation going. Perhaps it's time for a little time lapse. I don't know, because they haven't really changed that much, so this is the boring part. Alright, so we're back. Already 4 hours in. I went pretty fast, I must say. Let's check it out. It seems like we have one main species group. Ooh, look at that. They have 2 legs, but like there's some limbs coming off right there. Oh, look at that beak, those eyes, those horns right there. Kind of scary, I must say. Now, what else? Oh, look, same thing here. Let's see. Oh, something else has speciated. So, yeah, we do have the 2-legged horn thing there, and then something without a horn, a herbivore. Are they both? Oh, this one's an omnivore. That's a herbivore. Okay. All right, that's very cool. So, obviously, with sexual reproduction, speciation's a lot more difficult, or not difficult, but yeah, it takes longer, and of course, since everything is connected here, it's gonna take a while, but I think we should leave the game running in this particular mode for, well, another few hours, and we'll be back. It would seem, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have some branches going on here. One that's pretty far off, this green group here. We've got some different varieties of this 2-legged, almost 4-legged creature, and oh yeah, this one's quite a little bit different. Of course, it branched off earlier, so there's that. I just love the fact that, you know, now you highlight the species and you see it. Oh, it's so beautiful, and you can definitely see it's there's some sort of speciation going on because of the islands. It's not islands, they're not disconnected as such, but they've evolved to their little sections, right? So that's pretty cool. And this is the bigger one. Okay. And the web of life, I mean, even though it doesn't always work, is really cool to just watch, and you see the interactions between different creatures. It's sort of network theory, although you can't. Like, what annoys me a little bit about this web of life is that you don't... I mean, okay, it is a web of life, so I think this is something biologists use. But in sociology, the relations are... like, you have the size of the nodes makes it different, and the different lines also represent different sorts of connections. You know, if it's a arm's length connection, or a weak tie, or a strong tie, and what if it's a symmetrical relation or not. Of course, their social relations might not be that complicated, but you know, it would be fun to see that in action, like a living, breathing network. Ah, lovely. And what's the population? Huge. Lovely. A detail I just noticed, it seems like all the creatures, or at least the species here, not the creatures, I can't say, but they're all herbivores. So that's kind of worrying. because, you know, I don't want them to just run out of food later on. But you know, whatever. We'll see how it goes. Now, it hasn't been that long, but it seems like these other subspecies or whatever died off, so we now have 3 major groups. And I imagine that they're vying for control over the world, and you can see that pretty clearly here. We've got this one species group that's got like pretty much half of this island, if we can call it that. Then we have this major group that's starting to invade the southern island and this island here. You know, it's not an island, but whatever. And then you've got the southern group that's, I imagine, going to be outdone by these guys. Maybe. We'll see how nature does its thing, right? So I think my theory has proved itself to be pretty solid. If we take a look at the mini-map that you just watched, you can see here we have this species here, and it has pretty much outcompeted the other group that found itself here, and we can check out the clade diagram. Yes, this group here that just died off. Why is that still white? That should be blue, but yeah, it will update at some point. However, now we only have 2 groups, the southern one and this northern one, and perhaps we'll have a speciation occurring between the east and the west here. There's some members also here in the south, but the southern group is strong and it's the biggest at the moment. Seems like we've got a third here. However, it's only 1 member, so pretty difficult for it to breed, I think. I think it's actually time we had some fun with the nursery, even though I believe most of our issues with you know, the saves corrupting and stuff have to do with the nursery. I think we're gonna have some fun without actually resorting to the creature modification thing, because, you know, I think I'm normally end up breaking that thing. So we're gonna bring in a couple of specimens, and I think, actually, let's check the clade diagram. It seems we have 3 branches here, and I'd like to maybe mix them if that's possible, and also just let them live around in the. Oh, you're a child. No, I want the child. Hey, stop! Oh my God, you're stupid. Okay, you're young. Come into the nursery, cause you know, young things. Okay, we have 1 there. We're gonna take 1 of you. No, not you. The youngling. There we go. The Padawan. There we go. Oh, it bred without screwing up. Oh, they're actually pretty big. Look at that. I think I'd be scared if I was like this tall and saw that thing in front of me. But yeah, we'll just let the nursery do its thing. Although it already seems to have broken, maybe. Let's bring in another specimen. I think I actually ended up capturing 2 from the same species, technically. But yeah, we'll bring this one in. Oh, shit. Crap, that's not what I wanted. And I'm not gonna do the resuscitation thing. I'm just going to go ahead and pick another one, because the resuscitation seems to sometimes cause effects that, you know, I'm not too keen on. Let's see, you come in here and start eating. I don't know how it did this, but the nursery seems to have automatically set the target to the first specimen I put in, or something like that. I think it might actually be changing slowly there as well, but this is not what I wanted. So I don't know. We'll leave it running. Oh yes, I want to release this beast here, and the child can go with it. They wanted to walk out, so yes. Alright, so yeah, the nursery does, for some reason, it set that as a target. However, I've gone ahead and edited the target to be more amorous and more empathic or something. And we're actually going to go ahead and lower the background radiation there to 2 times. And we're also going to go ahead and release these specimens. Our clay diagram shows, okay, this is partially owned, and then we've got a minor species. And on the satellite map, yeah, that's all we have there. So I think I'll release all of these onto the forest here, on that side right there. And yeah, we'll see what happens, because I don't really want to mess with the nursery too much. And then maybe later we'll be raising the sea levels or something of the sort. 0 creatures in nursery, wonderful. And then over here we have these specimens that were released. Hopefully they stake out their own world for themselves and speciate. Alright, I think it's time. Let's go ahead and slowly raise the sea levels. We'll go to 0.48 there first. It will inundate the forests, and we'll lose those beautiful lush forests, but they'll grow again, maybe, one day. It's just about, you know, how long we keep the simulation running. Interestingly enough, though, we've never had really a species that lives off the forest, or maybe these guys. Seems like they're prone to living in this environment. Unfortunately, I think they will pay for the consequences. Rather, they won't pay for the consequences. They will feel the brunt. You know, they will be. I don't know. The consequences will have an effect on them. Or what? I'm not even making sense. See, I love how the game somehow thinks that these guys in the north are closely related to these ones. Like, that this is pretty much... Oh wait, they've started actually looking kind of alike. But, you know, that those things look very similar to these ones. I mean, I'd say they're pretty different. I don't really think they'd be able to breed, but, you know, the game thinks it does, so whatever. However, we do have another species here, and that is these ones. And I'd say they're close to these guys here in appearance, so I don't know. But, you know, speciation isn't just about appearance, like purely appearance. It's actually about the genetic range. And appearance doesn't, you know, mean everything. Just for fun, though, I think I'm gonna go and inseminate some genes here and there, like that. And then we'll go and inseminate these genes over in this group here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it seems to have forced some speciation there. I think. Not sure though. Although it would have speciated on this branch, not this one. Minor species, that's interesting. Oh, wait, yes, that's actually... Oh, I was gonna say the north and south. But it seems it's like an east-west split instead. Hopefully we'll have another split here. I might have to raise the sea levels just a little bit more though, because that gap there, I could walk across that. No trouble. Whoa, these people are people. They're having a boom. Seems like they found some nice food sources here in the south and the north there. Quite a sprawling population. Soon they'll have cities and all, right? I don't understand this. It says player species, and I don't own an... Is there something in the nursery that I haven't... There's nothing in the nursery, so why do they think that I've done anything? And the worst part is that it actually looks like the thing in the that should come out of the nursery, so I don't know what's going on. Really. That's rather odd. That seems, again, the nursery is a new feature and it's kind of broken. And again, look at that. They've mutated on both sides there. Oh, maybe it's because... maybe it's because my genetic insemination. Perhaps that's it. However, the major species finally has the yellow thing gone. So it's a totally natural one. Thank you. Let's create a further mess by taking genes from the southern population and moving it into our little own population that we've created over here. And let's see how that goes. Seems okay. Maybe we should come in from, several different members here so that we have a higher spread, and we'll see what happens. So we had some mutants there on the side that showed up, but they unfortunately died off. And they actually had a lot more fur when I checked, but when they died off, they looked a lot more like their parent species. However, we tried, so that's nice. I've been thinking maybe it's time we actually go ahead and raise the temperature just a little bit. We'll raise it 2 notches and see what happens to the world. Hopefully they'll survive, otherwise we'll lower it by a notch or so. Yeah, so it seems the population's plummeting, but I've added a rover to feed them if it's under 50. I do think we might hit an extinction at least in one of these islands. We'll see. It's the rover also just keeps feeding like one population, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. They'll survive, hopefully. Oh, well, it was good that it was feeding them, because these ones survived, but that one, I don't know. Okay, we're over 50, so actually let's go ahead and delete that rover. We'll just have to hope for the best. Oh, I think, yeah, this island continent here is now devoid of life. But we'll bring something in. We'll make this our little experiment island. I think what we'll do is we'll bring in 2 of each, or at least 2 pairs of species here. You'll go here. We'll find another one of you, and then we'll find 2 down south. What? Where are you? Is that you? No, those are plants. Where are you? There you are. Oh, look at that. You look cool. You look really cool. And then, where are... I need another one. You there, you're about to die. But we shall resuscitate all of you. Like so. Give you life. Feed you. Oops. Feed you, I said. There we go. And then, I shall take your genes into them, and your genes into him. Let's see what happens. Ooh, you're breeding quickly, although it seems like it's pretty hot out here. So we'll see how they fare. But we have something. We've got something going there. Nice. Actually, major species 23. What? So this is now entirely player? Oh yeah. It's what we had before, of course, because it counts this island as our little experiment island as well. But I like how everything's like primoeba, like as if everything's the first. But where's the second? Secundaris something? Everything's like the first of something? No. There must be something different going on sometimes. What's up? Oh, seems like they all died off. But we do still have life on this continent, island, so... Oh, and they've speciated. But they've probably speciated from these ones, and not these ones. However, I think this is a pretty good place to end it at. I know I always say, oh, it's a pretty good place to end it at, but you know. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully this save does stay put, and we can keep playing on it in the next episode. It's quite unfortunate, but again, it is alpha, so there, you know, everything could happen. In any case, do leave suggestions for what I should be doing. I mean, I can place climate control devices, I can build fences, I can even try the nursery again, see if that works out. And yeah, don't forget to leave comments, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps the channel and the video out, and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Game Gabster. Farewell.